I had been traveling for just over 3 weeks now and had just crossed into Switzerland, one of the countries I was most excited for. Once I made it to the city of Bellinzona, I began searching for places to charge up all my batteries for my video equipment. I climbed over a fence and walked to an empty sports arena where I found a charging outlet and an unlimited amount of water. This was the perfect place to relax, so I spent the whole day here while informing my friend that I had finally made it to his country. We arranged a meetup in the next day's evening in Lucerne, which meant I had hitchhiked 140 kilometers in less than a day.
Well, I'd like to thank this place for letting me charge there. Some people just came out to play tennis. Happened last night as well. Hopefully I can get out without any issues. I'm gonna go to Lidl, get some food, and then walk this way far into the valley. There should be a rest area there. There's like a restaurant and shit, so maybe cars stop there. Well, I hope so at least.
You're feeling kinda lonely and your spouse is kinda dead. I feel like curling up with someone in your empty little bed. There's danger around the corner. And your love life's in decline. You'll no longer be a foreigner with a little widow's wife.
My hitchhiking spot was around 8 kilometers away from here, so I began walking after breakfast. Today seemed like it was going to be a great day. Sunny weather, hot temperatures, and of course, beautiful scenery.
Made it. Think I gotta climb this fence though. Okay. I thought I had to climb that. Never mind. This is a rest stop right here. I guess I'm just gonna ask people here if I can come with them. You don't have room for me, no?
No, sorry, no.
Very good. Thank you so much.
I ended up asking the very few people that were at this rest stop for a lift. Some of them didn't speak English, but I managed to get my point across. Others did, but still weren't able to take me with them. I hung around for about an hour waiting for more cars to pull in, but the traffic was very minimal. I ended up contemplating plan B, which was to start sticking thumbs out on the main highway, but I knew the stakes were high, so if no one picked me up quickly, the cops would most likely arrive and give me a hard time. Nonetheless, I was willing to give it a shot.
Well, I'm currently walking on the highway, well, on my way to the highway. It's not the best idea. I tried it in Germany, cops came, but that was last year. I wish I had a cardboard sign right now.
Yep, exactly what I thought. The cops found a way to introduce themselves to this series as well. I tried to speak to them nicely, but one of them didn't even speak English and gave me an attitude straight away, which honestly irritated me despite my civil approach. At first, they started with all the usual questions. What are you doing? Where are you from? And of course, where is your passport? I handed them my passport and he looked through it for a good 5 minutes and then told me to get in the car. At this point, he still didn't want to give me my passport back. We drove off and he started asking me all kinds of questions. Keep in mind that he didn't speak English and needed his co-worker to do all the translations. He was a calm guy actually, unlike the other pig who was aggressive and told me not to film just because he could.
Hello.
No photos.
We eventually got things settled and they dropped me off at the next exit. I was told that if I was seen on the highway again, it would mean serious consequences.
Just got picked up by the cops, driven to Viaska. Maybe it's better to hitchhike here. I'm going to look for cardboard though. That one cop was very fucking aggressive and he wouldn't give my fucking passport back and I got pissed. And I'm like, you're not gonna fucking take my passport. And then eventually he gave it back once we arrived here. I don't know where to start looking for cardboard. This is the deadest place I've ever hitchhiked at. I'm trying to go, well, the road just goes down here and onto the highway. There's been a few cars passing, majority of them are going on this line and then towards Bellinzona. It's the same people. Oh, he's angry now. This is not the highway. No Autobahn. This fucking cop, dude. This is not the highway. You told me, motherfucker. The fucking cops, man. I hate these cunts. Fuck, I hate cops. I fucking hate cops so much.
I figured my best bet was to get out of there before they had a chance to turn back around. That cop was a dick, and wouldn't surprise me if he gave me a fine even though I didn't break any laws this time. I get off the road and another car honks at me as he had seen me trying to get a lift earlier. Well, he literally asked me if I wanted to come with him.
La policía? They're angry. Holy crap. I can just follow this trail and this is fucking cool, man. I tried hitchhiking from that small town where that dude just dropped me off at, but I had no luck, man. Yeah, it's not much traffic either. And I found this sick ass trail. So yeah, might as well follow it for a bit, see where it takes me.
I walked for a few hours and made it to the next highway entrance where I imagined catching my next ride. Unfortunately, I was in the middle of butt-fuck nowhere and barely any people lived around here, even less using the entrance ramp. 30 minutes without a single car made me realize that my only option was to continue walking, despite my legs being tired.
Damn, this lake is blue. Holy shit. Fuck it. Pain is for the weak, people. If you feel some pain every now and then just say fuck it and don't worry about it, because it'll be over eventually. That goes with anything, really. Right now it's my front leg, but sometimes it's your mental health, sometimes it's your hairline, anything, you know? It'll go over. Well, maybe not hairlines. I'm at a fucking service station, man. This one's busy. Oh, I've walked like 30 kilometers today and I intended hitchhiking the whole way. I don't know why I'm happy I still haven't gotten a ride, but...
I followed my usual strategy and began asking people for rides. I was talking to two people who had already denied my request, but I noticed their car had Norwegian license plates. Thought I might as well ask them if they are Norwegian. Luckily, they were, and the mood between us immediately changed. Finally, after a long conversation, they decided to make space for me and take me to my destination.
Men hade det plockat mig upp om jag inte var norsk? Nej. I met Tim.
What's up?
This is Tim and this is Tom. Local guide right here.
Let's go, yeah.
How'd you get here?
By hitchhiking?
He went outside his house and just stuck out his fucking thumb and got here. Let's go take a swim. Thumbs up, Europe.
Yes, no.
You can hear the cows.
Yeah. They have big cow, like bells. It's like the typical Swiss thing, I think. Alright, so we're gonna probably try to get up onto the roof of the elevator. So we can sleep there, stash our backpacks there, and yeah. Let's see how it works.
Are you ready to climb the elevator?
I'm not. I didn't pack up. Wait, what's that?
All right, pack up and then we'll go to the top of the mountain. See the view, you know?
That was a fucking fat one.
Thorns that's the bush I hate the most in my whole life. Once you get your hands over, it should be fine. Just try to get your hands on here and lean over. Nice.
Oh, I can't.
You good?
Yeah. Okay, you good?
Oh, this is fucking fun to walk on.
Oh, what the fuck it is?
It's pretty exhausting, isn't it?
It is pretty fucking exhausting.
But the view is absolutely mesmerizing, man. Imagine the elevator comes now, we're fucked, dude.
Yeah.
Not bad, man. Holy shit. This is quite high. Oops, sorry about that. This is Switzerland right here.
Oh, yeah. It's all the way down there. It has like takes like a minute or something to get here.
Really? Well, then we can sort something out. Oh shit, there's a big guy on top.
What?
There's a guy up top. Well, maybe he's coming down.
Maybe it is.
Because I don't want to go up now.
Yeah, let's wait like a minute or
Oh,
something.
he's coming down. No?
Yeah, he's coming down. But the lift is coming down. I'm not sure if he is.
I don't think so. No one here. What a fucking place, man. What a fucking place.
So we made it to the top of Europe's tallest outdoor elevator, sitting at over 1,000 meters above sea level. We sat there and enjoyed the view for a bit before making our way back down to our backpacks. The city of Lucerne was located 15 kilometers away, and our actual plan was to get a bus to there. Fortunately, Tim found a shitty bike laying behind the bus stop, which was the perfect way to save money on a bus ticket.
Oh shit, dude, that will. Oh my god, I will die, dude. Oh my god, dude.
It's so wobbly.
I really hope we don't fall, dude.
It feels like this bike is like divided into two.
God damn! I hope fucking not. Oh my god. Okay. Alright, let's go. Woo!
Thumbs up, Europe! Woo! Don't do that.
Nah, it's good.
Oh!
Shit, man.
No more air.
Shit.
Well, 5 kilometers. Wanna walk?
I guess it's back to walking.
At last we made it to the city. Both Tim and I were struggling with some pain in our legs, so we decided to take it chill for the rest of the day. We slept in a football stadium, and the next morning we met up with 2 other guys who were also traveling around Europe this summer.
We just can't let it fall.
We tried to get on top of the very few rooftops this city had to offer, but unfortunately, most of the buildings were only 3 stories tall, making the view no different than from the ground floor. We told the guys we had just met about the lift we climbed the morning before, and they asked us to show them the way since they wanted to climb it as well. Given that the weather was clear, we thought the sunset would have probably been amazing from the lift, so we agreed to climb it one more time.
So basically we're gonna go back to that elevator and climb it one more time because they really wanted to do it, and it was such an awesome experience, so fuck it. They're gonna get the train, we're gonna meet them there, we're gonna take a swim, and then for sunset, we're gonna get a beautiful sunset climbing the elevator. I'm still on this shitty bike. That's the city over there. So it's not too far left. Love the noise.
What the fuck? You're here already? We just laid down.
Let's go, Tom! Oh!
This is where we slept the other day.
Yeah, he just left right.
We spent the night on top of the mountain telling stories while enjoying the fascinating view. Given that I had been in this area now for a few days, I kinda wanted to move on. So when we started making our way back down from the mountain, I began thinking about ways to continue. We managed to get ourselves one shitty bike each and rode back to Lucerne for the last time as we made a decision to part ways for now.
Nice meeting you again. Yeah, well, see you another time.
I don't think it's the last time.
Probably not. Traveling alone for a bit. Time to head east towards Austria. I'm happy I got a bike, although I already have been riding a bike on this journey. Hey! Sometimes it's better to just follow the bikers because they know the way. My ass fucking hurts, dude. Seat is pretty brick-laid.
I mostly focused on enjoying the bike ride instead of filming, since I knew the route to Austria and beyond is quite a demanding route with a lot of uphill, something I wasn't currently trained for.
Been climbing for like an hour, man. It's so amazing up here. Down to the darkness. Oh shit, this is gravel? Fuck. Only my front brake works. Holy shit, how long is this gonna be going on for? This is not good for the bike. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, why not just take the whole bike lane and roll my shopping cart sideways? Shit like that makes me a little bit mad. Like, what the fuck was the point of that, man? Been, I think, like 75 kilometers or something in total today. That's not a bad milestone.
I set up camp in a small hut next to the bike lane and ate all my food, forgetting that the next day was a Sunday, which meant that every supermarket would be closed. Well, that's a problem for later, so I just carried on cycling the next morning, since there was nothing I could do about it at that point either way.
That was full force on my brake right there. The little town here. Are they open? No, of course not. Nothing's open. I think this is the border right here. Let's see if we see any signs. What's up, Liechtenstein? Nice. That was an easy border. First time in Liechtenstein, and probably the last. Is this the border? I have no idea, I'm just going. Well, here's Austria. So I guess we're good. Back in Austria.
I stayed in Liechtenstein for 15 minutes before crossing into Austria, where I came across a beautiful blue lake. It was pretty much speaking to me, telling me to have a swim break. Once I got out of the water, presumably the supervisor of this establishment came over and told me swimming is forbidden. I told him I was sorry and that I wouldn't repeat my actions, but to be honest, I'm just happy he told me that afterwards and not before. Considering I hadn't had any food that day except some raspberries, I decided to have an early night, but surprisingly, I came across a gas station that was open and sold some food.
I just went to the gas station and it's like a tiny supermarket inside. And it's cheap, it's not like gas station prices. I think it's 6 eggs, I hope it's 6. Yeah, and a liter of yogurt, or no, it's probably not a liter, half a liter. And this baguette, it was 5 euros or something in total. It's by the highway, but I'm not on the highway. And we got the river down here. Yeah, I'm just gonna set up my tent here.
When you go a whole day without eating while being active, you get to a stage where you almost feel ill. I was relieved when I finally got the chance to eat something, and it almost made me want to cycle further. However, I told myself to rest because tomorrow I had to go up some crazy mountains.
We started our ascent. We're going up the mountains. Once again, we got gravel road. Honestly, it's not that bad. We'll figure it out, man. Let's go to the top of this damn mountain, baby. So dope out here. Welcome to Tirol. I don't know if this is the top or not. I have a feeling it is. Been climbing all day. I think this is the top. Fucking hope. Now we're heading back down. 1,802 meters above sea level, and now we're going. Wait, no. Wait. I need to swap gears. Yes. After this car we go. My brakes are shit, but who cares? Everything that we've worked for today, this is the reward. Am I supposed to be in here? Fuck it, dude.
Silence will burst, the music will strike. Come here for a while. Come here for a while. Come here for a while. Give us the light of divine transformations and love.
Oh, I definitely saved some time there. Look at this, man. Oh, this is what I worked for, man. The bus is fucking my ass.
Come here for a while. Come here for a while. Give us the light of divine transformations and love. Light and love. Creation and love.
My front wheel is like, there is air, but not that much that I would brag about it. Oh, that was a fucking bad idea. Now my shoe is wet. This one is good. This is fucking wet. You know what? I'll stay here. It's not that bad of a spot. Unless a huge flood comes, then I'm fucked.
I considered the possibility of the water level rising, but that's about it. This spot was beautiful, and I love to listen to flowing water while sleeping. The front tire of the bike kept deflating and the brakes and gears barely worked, so I figured that I would have to end the bike ride in Innsbruck, which was only 60 kilometers away. So I cooked up some ramen noodles, brushed my teeth, and got ready for bed.
Well, I hope everyone's having a great night so far, because I am not having a good night. The river just came, like the flow of the river just fucking started going crazy. I should have known this. Now I gotta get back out there. I gotta find my shoes, but I think I've lost them. It's 2 a.m. right now, 2:40. Now I need to go get my bike. Imagine I didn't realize this quicker. I don't know what to do. Like, I literally do not have... Look, my bike's leaving now. Are you serious? Well, I gotta get back in there to the shore. I should have known, man. But lesson learned, I guess. Need to get to Innsbruck. Need to find some flip-flops or something that could protect my feet a little bit, because I can't spend a lot of money now. Yeah, it's probably gonna take me the whole day. Front tire is flat as fuck. Alright, 60 kilometers on this.
I lost my sunglasses, lost my shoes. Well, I got my tent, but I don't have the tent bag or anything. bike's locked. If anyone takes it, then I'm just gonna feel bad for him. Let's go grab some shoes. All set.
I copped a cheap pair of Crocs after making it to Innsbruck, having ridden barefoot an astonishing 7 hours with a flat front tire. My feet were in that much pain that when I put on the Crocs, it felt like massage. For obvious reasons, I left the bike behind and began exploring the city. A bit less than a month ago, I actually hopped a freight train through this place and at the time debated on abandoning the train to explore this city. But the train didn't stop, so I'm glad I got a second chance.
And I'm just trying to find somewhere to sleep. I'm gonna go up there, I think. Well, as long as my Crocs holds, should be able to run up there. Don't know what it's like to go down, but I'm sure we'll figure that out tomorrow. This is literally a perfect spot.
I started to think that this was one of the best urban sleeping spots I've ever stayed at. That was until I realized that the under-bridge accommodation even had a power outlet equipped. Now I was certain that it was the best. I took a stroll around the area to the places I hadn't been to the day before, and to be honest, I genuinely enjoyed this city more than most others I had visited so far on this journey. It was something about the location, but also its overall beauty, which motivated me to keep exploring the place, and while doing so, I took a shower in the river and hit some roofs.
Well, I'm finally on the damn roof. Been trying for a bit now. Yeah, this is where I spent the night. Last night. You got this right here. That thing will save your life.
I spent another night under the bridge and started making my way towards the highway in an attempt to get a lift to Vienna, a place that is totally different from the areas I had been traveling to the past week and a half. Aiming for Vienna was kind of a long shot since the highway leads into Germany then splits back off towards Austria, but I was down for a challenge. I stood there for 7 hours without any luck, so I sent a message to an Austrian friend to figure out if hitchhiking is difficult in this country. He told me that if I had already been waiting for that long, then it was pointless to continue waiting, and proceeded to send me a link to a website for cheap transport to Vienna. It's like paying to hitchhike. People list up a route and time they're gonna leave, and you give them some money to join them. Instead of paying 200 euros, I only had to pay 20, which sounded like the perfect plan B.
You speak English? Nice.
Very bad. Not so good.
Oh yeah. A little bit. Just throw it in here.
Yes.
It's my first time trying out this blah blah.
Me too.
Really?
Yes.
It's all good.
Yes, yes.
Before we go in Deutschland, just tell me, turn off the mobile.
He's a criminal.
No, the mobile Netzwerk.
Vienna is warm.
Yes, it's very well.
All right, thank you so much. Have a good day. Sunset right now. It's about 8:30 p.m. So, yeah. Is that supermarket open? Doesn't look open at all. I need to find somewhere to take a piss. Vienna is definitely a cool city. I have nothing bad to say about it, but the people that I know who are from here, they are currently on vacation or somewhere, so they're not here. So basically, I don't know what to do. So Hungary is in about 75 kilometers. I'm probably just gonna walk. Gotta do some shopping first. Got this. It's gonna make me shit a lot, but I do not want to carry all that food, so I'm gonna eat some now. It's not that big of a deal because I'm hungry anyway, so. So I was walking on the roundabout by the highway, and then this car stopped. He was insisting
Pick him
picking
up.
and I couldn't say no. There was too much traffic. Probably faster walking than sitting in this queue. But he drove me for 5 kilometers or something.
I had woken up early for my final day in Austria, as I was only 30 kilometers away from the Hungarian border. My feet had started developing blisters and my Crocs were already getting worn out. But after a good night's rest, my legs felt ready to conquer the last distance. I stacked up on a lot of food and water, since this town was most likely the last one I would go through in a while.
My pack weighs a lot right now. So much food and shit.
As I continued walking, the pain in my feet got increasingly worse. As frustrating as it was to think about, I knew that had I not lost my shoes, this wouldn't have been an issue to begin with. It got to the point where my urge to hop on one of those freight trains that kept passing every 30 minutes was greater than ever. It was immensely hot as the sun kept rising. There was nowhere to seek for shade out in the open fields while making progress, and on top of that, the tedious landscape around kept demotivating me. I was introduced to a hut, and the roof above it immediately attracted me almost like a magnet. I promised myself just 5 minutes of relaxing to zone out before getting carried away and falling asleep like a log. An hour went by and I was suddenly woken up by some tourists that came by car, so I kindly asked them for a lift to the next town, which they thankfully accepted. After all I had gone through, I was more motivated than ever to reach Hungary.